Vibrato can be defined as a slight change in pitch and intensity of your tone. If we listen to great singers, great string players, we'll always hear the vibrato. It's a coloration of the tone, and it's very useful on the saxophone. But many students don't know how to start practicing the vibrato. If you're just starting off on the saxophone, I wouldn't try to practice vibrato. You have to wait until your embouchure is formed well, that you have a good tone, that you're playing well in tune. A vibrato can kind of hinder that if you start using it too soon. But once you're comfortable with producing a good tone and playing tune, then start incorporating the vibrato. It really makes a player sound much more mature, and it offers expressive capabilities that we don't normally get playing a straight tone. So the vibrato is produced with a slight chewing motion. Okay, we're moving the jaw slightly from back here. Okay, and when I use the vibrato, it's such a small change that you can't see anything moving. If you see this moving anywhere, the chin or the lip or the jaw, then you're doing it incorrectly. So let me demonstrate. I'll play a middle C using vibrato. So if you're looking at my embouchure, nothing should be moving here. And always practice in front of a mirror when you start working on vibrato. There are two components of the vibrato. There's the speed of the vibrato, and there's also the width of the vibrato, how wide. So let me produce a fast vibrato for you. Okay, let me show you what I mean by the width. So I started off with a more narrower scope, and then I became much wider. I would never play with that kind of width, but I wanted to show you the two components, the speed and the width. Okay? So the way we start, it's best to set your metronome at quarter note equals 60, and just try to start the pitch with a straight tone, then lower the pitch. The vibrato goes, if we're playing into a tuner, the needle's not going to move at all because it's such a small amount of change in pitch. But we want to go below the pitch very slightly. So I'm starting with the straight tone, going below, back up, below, back up, okay? And then we start speeding it up. An acceptable rate of change, if we set the metronome at 72 to 76 beats per minute, try to get 4 pulses per beat, okay? Bow, wow, 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 wow. So 4 even pulses per beat. As we get faster, sometimes we can group it instead of 4 pulses per beat, then 3 pulses per beat. So for, let's say we're at this tempo, I'm thinking 3. Bow, wow, wow, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, again, nothing is moving here. It's such a slight motion. Always make sure that you get back up to the pitch. A lot of beginning students, they'll lower the pitch but then stay flat, and so the tone, the intonation will suffer. Make sure you get back up to the pitch being in tune each time you come from below.